This is the official press conference for Charlo versus Castano 2. The co-main event, Jermell Boots Innis takes on the unbeaten Castillo Clayton.
This is just another day in the office for me, another day, another dollar.
USA! USA!
Tranquilo.
We finna represent this USA versus Argentina.
I don't know why he's so nervous.
You in America, you in my shit.
Nah.
You in my land, baby. This my land.
So here we go.
My time.
I could care less whether he wants to knock me out or what. Let's see if he can withstand my punishment for 12 rounds.
And that's what I do. That's what I'm known for. I'm known for the power. I'm known for the knockout. I'm known for the speed. He know it.
What can you guarantee they're going to get on May 14th?
This is a Lions only thing. He a target, and I'm going to pop him.
You're going to see a war.
There's nothing that this Argentina will be able to do when Jermell Charlo comes to drop them bombs on him.
Welcome to Los Angeles, the city of angels. I'm Brian Castano, the host of Showtime Championship Boxing, The Last Stand, next to my guy, Steven Jackson, of course, part of the host of All the Smoke, and you can catch All the Smoke, Last Stand, part of the Showtime Sports Podcast series. This is the official weigh-in for the rematch of Jermell Charlo versus Brian Castano, and this should be really interesting because we know that when these guys met in July of last year, it ended in a split decision draw. Both men felt like they had done enough to win that fight. Now they run it back, and you can catch it on Showtime Championship Boxing this coming Saturday, May 14th, from the Dignity Health Sports Park. It will be the main event of a 3-fight card coming your way. By the way, all you got to do is go to Showtime.com to start your 30-day free trial, and you can watch the fight. Huge fight. Big expectations. This is for the undisputed title at 154 pounds. Now, the winner becomes just the 7th undisputed champion right now, and the first at 154 pounds, all in this 4-belt era. What are you looking forward to?
Well, for me, last fight shocked me. I didn't think that Castano would lead in power punches.
Yes.
And Charlo would lead in jabs. I thought it would be opposite. I think Charlo needs to land more power punches. He needs to oppose his will early and show him that he hits the hardest in this fight in order for him to get this win. But it's going to be a tough one because Castano is confident. He had a great fight last time, and he's coming in to win this one, so I'm excited to see it.
Well, listen, Steven makes a great point because according to CompuBox, Castano outlanded Charlo in that first fight 173 to 151. By the way, that 173 landed the most punches by a Charlo opponent. So that is key. Obviously, Charlo had the advantage when you talk about jabs, 53 to 9 when you talk about jabs landed. So he certainly had the advantage here. This is the weigh-in. Both of these guys are going to get on the scale. And if it is anything like the press conference yesterday, as you just saw coming on, this thing is going to be raucous. It's going to be intense. Listen, there are people here from Argentina. You can hear them in the background. They got the drums. They got the music. They ready.
They're ready.
They ready. Charlo is ready. This was a fight that initially when we talked about the rematch that was going to happen at the end of the year, but then all of a sudden Castano had the bicep injury and had to get pushed back a little bit. That was one thing that upset Jermell Charlo. Yeah. But now he says it's a good thing because he feels like he's in better shape, and he says, I'm going to use that. I'm going to box better this time around. Castano says he's ready, and you got a sense, Steven, at the press conference, and you know how Mel is. He's an intense guy.
Yes.
He's an emotional guy.
Yes.
And he went off, but you saw Castano, cool as a cucumber, said, why is this guy yelling? Why is he doing all these antics here? Show me that same energy in the ring come Saturday. And you get a sense that this guy feels like, okay, I felt this power. Yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for this guy. Listen, you look at that fight, that first fight here, and we can take a look at some of the video from the first fight. It was Castano early.
Yep.
It was Charlo in the middle of the fight. And then it was Charlo at the end because he won all 3 judges' scorecards the last 3 rounds.
3 rounds.
So you got to give a sense that if you're Charlo, you got to say, okay, I got to dictate the pace of this fight.
Both guys seem confident. You can tell by the press conference. You want to do all this? You hype? I'm cool. I know what I did last fight. I'm going to come in and try to do the same thing. Mel, listen, it's going down. I'm knocking you out. I should have done it last fight. I know what I did wrong. So I'm excited to see them get in there.
Now, here's as you take a look at the footage from the last fight. Listen, I'm telling you, this weigh-in is going to be intense, folks. The press conference was intense. But look at what happened at the weigh-in last year. Jermell Charlo, Mel's brother, got into it with Brian Castano's manager, Sebastian Contorsi. And you can see, Contorsi, he had to be held back. Maul had to be held back.
I love it.
And at one point, Maul jumped off the stage and was trying to get after him. I mean, look at that. There we go.
Yeah.
That was last year.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. Hey, but this is the type of intensity you want to see. Obviously, you want to keep it in the ring. But to see the passion and how these guys want to get in there and fight, let's go. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm a Texas boy, so I'm behind the Charlos. I love
it. Keep it in Texas. I love it here. And I tell you, we got a packed ballroom here at this West End in Los Angeles. The intensity, you can feel it. I mean, you got Texas flags here. You got Argentinian flags here.
They're serious about it in here today.
Everybody is ready for this fight. And obviously, listen, huge, a lot of stuff on the line here.
Yes.
When you talk about becoming the undisputed champion and making history, listen, folks, you would be just the 7th man to become an undisputed champion. That's
saying a lot.
That's something. That's legacy building.
Yes.
That's legacy building. And no matter whoever wins, you got to think they probably become pound for pound on that top 10 pound for pound list.
No question. I just think this is a legacy fight, for both guys. And I think both guys understand that. I think that's why the atmosphere is like it is and the anticipation of this fight is like it is. The second fight. Anytime you see a first fight and it's that close, you want to see the second fight because both fighters are coming out knowing they have to do something different and be more to show they're more of a champion in this fight. And I think both guys are focused on doing that, showing something different to Wilder judges.
154, that is the weight limit. So it is time to go to the stage. Let's watch these champions weigh in. Jermell Charlo, Brian Castano. Let's go to the stage. Here's the Hall of Famer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon to you and welcome. Premier Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for our big night of action and historic night indeed, taking place tomorrow night at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. And it's all brought to you by TGB Promotions and Lions Only Promotions, live on Showtime. Well, fans, our opening attraction features super bantamweights and a classic Mexico versus Puerto Rico matchup. At this time, we invite our fighters to the stage. First, from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, please welcome the southpaw contender, Emmanuel Bebo Rivera. And now introducing his opponent from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico. The undefeated contender making his U.S. and Showtime debut. Here is Kevin Chacal Gonzalez. Well, fans, once again, to the scale, super bantamweight special attraction. They're scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. First, with a record of 19-2. With a record of 19-2 with 12 knockouts, the battler from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, Emmanuel Bebo Rivera. What was his weight? 121.8. 121 3/4 pounds, 121 3/4 pounds for Bebo Rivera. And his opponent, with a record of 24-0-1 with 13 knockouts, ranked the WBC number 6 super bantamweight in the world. Here is Kevin Chacal Gonzalez. 121 pounds even, 121 for Kevin Chacal Gonzalez.
So our first fight of the night, you'll
stepping
see
on the scale once again,
Saturday,
photo opportunity,
Kevin Gonzalez
Bebo
and Emmanuel Rivera.
3/4 pounds.
This will be an interesting fight considering Gonzalez out of Mexico making his U.S. debut. First time being in the States, first time fighting out of Mexico, and Rivera, out of Puerto Rico. And listen, we all know what happens when Mexico and Puerto Rico gets in the ring. That is a rivalry like Lakers versus Celtics in basketball.
A classic super bantamweight Mexico versus Puerto Rico matchup. Kevin Chacal Gonzalez versus Emmanuel Bebo Rivera. 10 rounds of boxing scheduled. All right, fans, here we go. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in. This time we present a IBF welterweight #1 world title eliminator. At this time, we invite our fighters to the stage. First, from Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, a 2012 Olympian, undefeated contender. Please welcome Castio, War Machine Clayton. And we invite his opponent to the stage at this time, the young star of boxing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, the hard-hitting undefeated contender. Here is Jermell "Bouts" Innis. Here we go, fans. It's a battle of undefeateds, welterweight division, IBF welterweight world title #1 eliminator. First to the scale, 19-0-1 with 12 knockouts. The undefeated world welterweight contender, Castio, War Machine Clayton. £146.5 pounds, 146.5 pounds for War Machine Castio Clayton. And now his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, his record 28-0, 26 big wins coming by way of knockout, ranked in the top 4 in the world by every sanctioning organization. Here is the undefeated hard-hitting Jermell "Bouts" Innis. 146.25 pounds, 146.25 pounds for Jermell "Bouts" Innis.
So 146.25 for Jermell "Bouts" Innis, 146.5 for Castio Clayton. Bouts Innis, many believe the future of the welterweight division. He's on an 18-fight knockout streak, unbeaten. He's had 20 knockdowns in his last 10 fights. But he's got Castio Clayton. And listen, Clayton unbeaten at 19-0-1. As you heard from Jimmy, 2012 Olympian out of Canada. Listen, they called him the best Canadian amateur of his generation. Both of these guys look great. And look at the stare down here. Both have fought Sergey Lipinets.
Yeah, Bouts! Yeah, Bouts! Yeah, Bouts!
Bouts stopped Lipinets. Clayton fought him to a draw, but there are many people who believe Clayton won that fight. This should be really good. It is an IBF title eliminator. There's only one thing left, and that's the main event. Jermell Charlo.
Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for our featured attraction of the evening, the historic featured bout for the undisputed 154-pound championship of the world, brought to you by TGB Promotions, along with Lions Only Promotions and Showtime. At this time, we invite our fighters to the stage. First, from Buenos Aires, Argentina. He's a two-time world champion, the undefeated and defending WBO 154-pound champion of the world, Brian "El Boxy" Castano. And now, ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in this champion versus champion showdown from Houston, Texas, one of boxing's remarkable world champion twins. Here is the unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world, Jermell Ironman Charlo. All right, fans, here we go. Our fighters are ready to step onto the scale for the undisputed 154-pound championship of the world. First to the scale, with a record of 17 wins, no losses, and 2 draws. He has 12 wins coming by way of knockout in his 5th world title appearance. Here is the undefeated WBO 154-pound champion of the world, Brian El Boxy Castano. 153 3/4 pounds, 153 3/4 pounds for Brian Castano. And now his opponent with a record of 34 wins, 1 loss and 1 draw, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. He will be in his 9th world title appearance. Here is the defending WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound champion of the world, Jermell Ironman Charlo. 152 3/4 pounds, already 152 3/4 pounds for Jermell Charlo. And there they are, ladies and gentlemen, champion versus champion in this rematch. The undisputed 154-pound championship of the world, Jermell Ironman Charlo versus Brian El Boxy Castano.
Men wearing the flags, their native country. Castano from Argentina, Charlo obviously from the States. This thing has turned into a turf war. How about this crowd for this weigh-in? They fought to a split draw the first time. Both men have already guaranteed a knockout. And you can see a number of security people here as well. They keep the peace as Charlo gets ready to exit stage. For Charlo, this will be his 9th world title fight. He is 6-1-1 with 5 knockouts in world title fights. That only loss came to Tony Harrison. That was back in December of 2018. This would be his 3rd straight unification fight. You remember he defeated Jason Rosario back in 2020. That's when he became the unified champion. Of course, he defended it against Castano last July. That one ended in a draw. This is the third straight unification fight. And for Brian Castano, unbeaten, 17-0-2, 12 knockouts. For him, this will be just his third. And here's Jimmy Lennon now with Brian Castano.
Brian Castano. Brian, do you have any final words for your very enthusiastic fans here and those watching from Argentina, your home?
¿Qué te genera el entusiasmo de ver a la gente de acá, el entusiasmo de Argentina? ¿Qué te genera este ambiente?
La verdad que estoy contento porque la gente que me apoya así de esta manera, el público argentino, el público latino, toda la gente, la verdad que para mí es un placer, un honor poder estar representándolos mañana, ¿no?
This moves me. This experience is amazing, and to see everybody supporting me not only here but in Argentina, it motivates me a lot and it makes me want to perform for all of you.
Thank you very much to the undefeated WBO Junior Middleweight World Champion, El Boxy, Brian Castano. Now we have the opportunity to hear from Jermell Charlo. Jermell, I know you've wanted this fight for a long time. Do you have any final words for your fans here?
Hey, I appreciate it. I love all y'all. I love everybody that's up in here because y'all came to support me. And I'm going to show y'all what it's worth and what I put in. All the hard work, the dedication that I love about this sport of boxing. It's going to get dangerous and spooky for them. They're going to get the smelly sauce ready.
Thank you very much to the unified WBA, WBC, and IBF 154-pound world champion, Jermell Charlo.
Both guys look great. Give me your first impressions, what you saw.
Oh, it's electric in here, man. Both of these guys ready to go. Just to stare down. The Argentinian fans in here going crazy. Texas just pulled up in here. So, hey, if you're not watching this fight, I don't know what you're watching this weekend.
Jermell Charlo, by the way, when they fought last year, weighed in at 153, came in at 152 3/4. So a little bit light, but still lean and ripped and cut. And for Castano, last year came in at 153 1/4. This year, 153 3/4. Look great.
Look great.
We got ourselves a great fight. Of course, in the co-main, we've got Jerome Boots Innis. Jerome Boots Innis will be in the co-main, and Boots Innis is going to be joining us, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get Boots Innis up in here and talk about his fight. He's going to be in the co-main taking on Castillo Clayton.
Yep.
You got two unbeaten fighters. So this is going to be really entertaining. And joining us here is that man fighting out of Philly.
What's up,
the
Wade?
Unbeaten Jerome Boots Innis. Boots weighed in at 146 1/4. So under the 147 limit. Look great, as you usually do.
Yeah, appreciate it.
You got to be ready, man. This is going to be a nice challenge fighting Castillo Clayton, unbeaten fighter.
Yeah.
You know, an Olympian. And listen, this is a guy who believes, I'm sure like many opponents, not only that he can win, but he sees this, as he talked about, a great opportunity because he said, this guy's supposed to be the future of the welterweight division. I want to show the people that I'm right now.
Yeah, I'm ready. I can't wait, man. I'm ready to put on a show, you know, and continue making these big statements and showing the world who the world, you know, best welterweight is. And y'all gonna see on Saturday night, man. I can't wait, man. I'm ready.
I'm a big fan, man. I can't wait to see you go. And what I like most about you is the punching power in both hands. Not many boxers have that, but this guy called himself the War Machine. He plan on taking you to war tomorrow. What's your feelings about that?
That's what they all say when they get in the ring. As soon as they get touched, it's a whole different story. They change their whole game plan. So, like I said before, it don't matter where this fight go, whether he want to box and run or whether he want to come forward. It don't matter. I'm ready, and I promise you, I'm putting on a beautiful show and bring home this victory in a beautiful knockout. I can't wait. I'm ready.
And I think there are a number of people believe that his strategy would be, hey, look, this guy's never gone past 6 rounds. I'm going to move a little bit because I'm a boxer, and let's see if this guy can go rounds.
I mean, they say that every time, but they don't know if I get past the 6th round, I get stronger. I get stronger and stronger as the rounds go on. So that's on him. You know, you know, the beating going to be worse. You feel me?
I love it.
I want to touch on something different. I'm going to Philly next weekend to do a give back. But you're doing something great and trying to help a kid get some bone marrow. Could you talk about that?
Oh yeah. It's a kid named Jax. He's 7 years old. He had a problem.
IPEX syndrome, right?
Yeah, something like that.
And the only way he can survive is through bone marrow.
Yeah. So I've been trying to get help through Showtime and other people and stuff like that. Just to get him out there and see if somebody match for him. So I'm just trying to let him know that he got somebody here to help him and. I'm a fighter too, but in a different way. So I'm just trying to help him out, and not just him, just the other kids too.
Yeah. Well, anything I can do on that end to help, I'm here to help you with any way.
And there's the number right there on the screen. And basically, you would want people to go to Be the Match.
Yeah, Be the Match.
On the net. Yeah. Sign up to be a donor because listen, all you got to do is swap.
That's it. It takes no more than probably 15, 20 seconds. I mean, it's easy, and you can help save a kid life and others too. So why not?
What do you think about this main event? You saw these guys weigh in. What do you think is going to happen this time around?
The main event is going to be crazy. It's going to be fireworks. But like I said before, I'm looking to steal a show. So, but I like this fight. The main event, and I think Charlo going to get him this time.
Think Charlo's going to do it? Yeah.
I think he's going to stop him.
By the way, did you get a chance to see the Errol Spence fight?
Yeah, I seen Errol.
What'd you think?
Great fight. Errol Spence looked good. He looked better than last time. Waiting for Danny, and he did his thing.
And the only reason why I say that is because the winner of this fight, your fight, comes the IBF eliminator, becomes the #1 guy.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, Errol Spence has that belt.
Yep.
Is that something that you would love to have in the future?
Most definitely. We definitely look forward to that. I got to handle business on Saturday night.
Yep.
And after I shine and do my thing, hopefully, I can get, Errol Spence, if not Errol Spence, our next big name. So it don't matter who it is. But I'm handling business tomorrow night. I can't wait to shine, man. I'm ready to put on a beautiful show.
There he is, Jermell Boots Innis. Best of luck, my man.
Thank you.
Best of luck on that.
We locked in.
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
sir.
Boots Innis. Of course, he'll be taking on Castillo Clayton. It will be the co-main. And joining us now here is a guy who will be in the main event.
Yes, sir.
The main event of this fight.
And we got the true warrior.
Oh, how about this?
My other brother.
Meta World Peace is up in here.
My other brother. What's up, bro?
Come on in. Come on in.
Have a seat, bro. Have a seat.
We got everybody in here. We got the champ. We got Jermell Charlo. We got Meta World Peace up in here. Let's get these guys mic'd up. Hey, champ.
Champ.
I looked at here the numbers here, and I said, man, last year 153, this year 152 3/4. Ooh, you came in lean and
I'm ready to
ripped.
go. Ready to go.
Yeah.
Texas has got hot though. It's hot in the H-Town, baby. Shout out to Texas, Houston, Texas, baby. Y'all got me in shape.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What's different this time around as opposed to last time around at this time?
I think I'm just way more focused, I locked in camp real heavy. Yeah, I turned up a little bit, happy for my dog Errol Spence when he got his victory.
Yeah.
That was motivated me. I had like a month to finish and then just finish it off. I did it strong, real good, solid. Yeah.
What you got for it?
I talked to your trainer, and I seen you at Errol fight, and I was like, I know he went locked in afterwards. So did he lock in, or did he lock in? He said, bro, he ready. He locked in after this fight. And Errol, he said Errol fight gave you some more motivation.
Yeah,
so it's good to have brothers like that.
Yeah. And then I had to tune out everything, tune out everybody. So with that being said, it take a lot for me to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you look at in the ring, what do you say? I'm going to be different in what way come Saturday night from the last time we saw you two get
I'm going to punch more, but I'm going to punch harder.
That's what we talked about.
I'm going to punch harder. I'm going to punch harder. When I'm in dog shape, you get to let out more aggression. You get to do it for a longer time. I get stronger as the rounds go. Everybody that fought me can probably tell you that.
Yeah. What would it mean to you to be the undisputed champion and to make history?
I think it's something big because I get to achieve it alone. You know what I'm saying? I do got a twin brother, and I've been doing it with him for a long time, but I get to really do this, just me.
Yeah.
This is something that, hey, Meta World
history.
Peace. I'm a dog like Meta World Peace in the boxing game, baby. Yeah. So, it's about making history. Life is about that,
Yeah.
It's what I can achieve and show for my family. And you know, come back and look at this later and down the line and say, you know, I did it.
Yeah.
So this is one of those moments I really wanted. I need it.
That's fantastic.
Like Remus said, I need it.
Ron, I know you love the sport. What do you love about Jermell Charlo?
I mean, I've been watching him for a long time. I mean, Stack Jack, I love boxing.
Yes.
I'm a big fan. But I just love the fact that they're getting better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the fact that you saw improvement because you see a lot of guys come on the scene, then they kind of, they don't stay focused. And you see these guys is together, which is really hard to do,
Continue
right?
to get
Stay
better.
on top together.
Yeah.
Y'all pushing each other, so that's what I really like. Yeah.
This fight is so big, and one of the things Stack and I was talking about, you look at the CompuBox numbers, you go over the first one, he outlanded you in that first fight.
Power
First time that someone has landed that many punches on you. From a defensive standpoint, do you say, okay, I'm going to do some things differently defensively?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna do it with what's obvious and stay off the ropes as much.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But if this is boxing, you're gonna get on the ropes. You're gonna get hit. You gotta expect these things. But what I return with and how effective I am as far as pushing forward and being more dominant, I think that's where I take advantage and took advantage of this camp.
I always wonder when champions like yourselves meet face to face. What are you thinking, and what did you see in his eyes when you looked at
I
it?
just think that I can't believe I let you make it out. I brought you up here and made you famous, and I'm gonna take your ass right back down.
I can't believe I got to do this to you again.
Or worse. Or worse. Straight up.
We've kind of joked around there, but this has almost become like a turf war because he's got his fans from Argentina and they're loud and voice. And I love it. You came out with the flag here today.
I represent USA.
Yes.
This is our turf.
Look good on you, too, man. Look good on you, man.
Bro.
Hey, look at this. We got another guy who knows you pretty well. He's also a champion. Jermell Charlo, the WBC middleweight champion of the world, is here. How you doing, champ?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
My boy.
My God, man.
What do you think about your brother? Because he's got another opportunity here to make history.
I mean, that's what we do. We make history.
Yeah.
My twin brother been here before. Like y'all seen when he fought Harrison, he came back and got
Knocked
knocked
him out.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So like this fight almost plays in the same hand where Castano, they didn't give my brother the decision, and then we accept the draw, but now we focus, we reshape, and then we better. He's smarter, he's faster, and I just feel like this fight gonna go way different than the last one.
Wow.
History do tell us that you do respond well after not getting a decision. You know what I mean? And Harrison was a perfect example.
You look at your legacy and your resume.
Yeah.
Quite impressive. And you talk about becoming the undisputed champion. I mean, I don't think that there shouldn't be anybody that have any argument that Jermell Charlo, pound for pound, one of the top fighters in the world.
I just say that everything I've done is just, I earned it. And I got out there and I really worked hard. I put in overtime in the gym, and this is just all having fun right now. We're enjoying this. I love the beats and the drums and the fans and the band. This is nice to me.
Most successful twins in boxing, man.
Yes, sir.
Cut it out, man. Not even
Straight
close.
up.
What do you think about the atmosphere? Because listen, Dignity is a great atmosphere. It's probably the best outdoor venue, but they are going to be loud. They are going to be boisterous, and I'm assuming you're probably saying, I hope these judges aren't swayed by any of that.
Yeah, and it happens. It happened to me several times in my fight. So, hey, time to get the win the way we usually get it.
Yeah. The knockout is what you're saying.
Exactly.
The knockout. What do you think? What do you think about this fight the second time around?
I mean, I'm predicting I don't think you go past 10. We realized a lot of things about him this time that we didn't at the first time. At first we just come in to fight him. We the kings of the division. We do this. So I feel like this time around, my brother is a lot sharper, a lot smarter. I see the focus in him. You know what I mean? I've been around him all my life, and I've never seen him want it so bad. And he won it. And this is what we do. This is what we live for. Undisputed middleweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
We're bringing the belts back to Texas.
Yeah. I know, cut y'all beat. I know we talking about boxing, but on another note, I told y'all need y'all own show. I need to executive produce y'all show. Y'all a lot of people don't know
y'all hear this?
They don't know how entertaining y'all are, bro.
Yeah.
They don't know how entertaining. When we had them on All the Smoke, bro, that was by far the funniest show ever. When y'all ready, to get your own show, I need the producer, bro.
We're gonna talk
Keep it in check. Keep it in the house. Yeah, keep it in the house.
That's funny. Yeah, listen. They've been all the smoke. We've had them on the last stand. Yeah, and we already know what. Me and Mel talked about that last episode we did.
Hey,
that
crazy.
It was everything.
Crazy.
It was everywhere. By the way, you got a fight coming up.
Yeah, June 18th.
Back in Houston.
Texas.
H-Town.
You know how we do it.
Yeah.
We coming out. We got a Polish kid.
Suleski.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough guy. I'm not looking past him. I'm ready to fight. I mean, you know, we face adversity every time. So this is just some part of our life that, you know, me and my brother, this is what we do.
Yeah.
But right now, we're not focused on that. We're going to get this. We're going to be undisputed. That's what's going to motivate. Once he get all these belts, that's going to motivate me.
Right.
So I don't think nobody be able to stand in front of us at all.
Emmanuel Ginobili, you my brother. We won a championship in San Antonio, but Texas is going to do some damage to Argentina tonight. I'm sorry.
What is your routine like? But before a big fight.
Right now, I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
You know, I just finished eating right now. I had a little bit of food, and then just rehydrate slowly but surely. But, you know, get back to whatever size my body just feel comfortable at. I just chill with family. I rest and I just relax.
Anything different from what you did last night?
No, sleep more. Try to get some rest.
In the morning of the fight, what is
eat breakfast, turn up, be us. That's it.
Yeah.
We're going to win this fight. Straight up.
Hey, I would be remiss if I didn't ask you this. What if you win this fight, what does that mean about your stable and Derrick James? That means he would have an undisputed champion and then a unified champion at welterweight who's got 3 of the belts. He would almost be a trainer of 2 undisputed. What does that say about your trainer and your camp?
We got an all-star team. That's all. We just got an all-star team. He deserved to be one of the top trainers of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He played with some of the best players, and he played with some of the best players. Won championship rings. Hey, championship team, babe.
Yeah.
This is what you're sitting in front of.
That's fantastic.
And he got the Port Arthur trainer from Port Arthur, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking Brian, because, you know, we're going to get into it over these trainers.
His trainer from my hometown.
My trainer should have been.
Ronnie Shields from Port Arthur.
You know, Hall of Fame trainer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I saw that.
One of the best as well.
I got to say,
I
do want him with us. But
look, we'll keep it at that. We'll leave it there. Good luck, man.
Thank y'all.
Good luck.
Boy, good luck.
You look great. You look great on the scale. And looking forward to the fight.
I've never seen him at 52.
No, that's unbelievable.
Like, you work hard.
Fantastic. Look,
Showtime, baby.
Yeah, absolutely.
On Showtime.
So that's what we have for you folks. Again, it is May 14th. We've got a 3-fight card for you. Make sure you go to SHOWTIME.com. You can start a 30-day free trial. You'll get the fight. You'll get to see the undisputed championship at 154 pounds as Jermell Charlo defends his 3 belts against the WBO champion, Brian Castano. You don't want to miss it. And by the way, you'll see Maul as well in June.
Yeah.
June 18th in Houston.
H-Town.
In H-Town, absolutely. So for Jermell Charlo, for Ron Artest,
Metal World Peace.
Metal World Peace.
Good, baby.
Stephen Jackson, all the smoke.
Yes, indeed.
And, of course, the unified champ there, Jermell Charlo. I'm Brian Castano. Thanks for watching the official weigh-in of Charlo versus Castano. We will see you Saturday night on Showtime Championship Boxing.
Like you were robbed tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action, we have a split decision.
See, of course.
I should be undisputed right now.
Score total 114 to 113. Brian Castano.
Castano continues to march forward as we head to round number 8.
117 to 111. Jermell Charlo.
But Charlo flipped him.
114 to 114. A split decision draw.
I feel like I was robbed.
Throwing more and landing more than Charlo.
We gotta knock him out.
And Charlo now unloading on Castano.
I thought I had his ass knocked out. I feel like I pushed a lot harder tonight than we did.
There has to be only one super welterweight champion.